iostudy.net.
Hello everyone, this is Danielle, and today we're going to talk about using even in English grammar. So as you can see here, we have the mind map. We have 4 different things to talk about. Number 1, saying something unusual with the verb in the middle of a sentence, even with comparison, and even though, even when, and even if. So let's first start off with saying something unusual or surprising. Here we have 2 examples of even, saying something unusual, or surprising. So first example. Lena loves watching television. She has a TV set in her room, of every room of the house, even in the bathroom. Second example. He always wears a coat, even in hot weather. So these are both examples of saying something unusual or surprising. Now let's move to with the verb in the middle of a sentence. So example number 1 of this, Sue has traveled all over the world. She has even been to Paris. And they are very rich. They even have their own private jet. So as you can see in both of these sentences, we used even with the verb in the middle of the sentence. Let's go on to using even with comparison. Here are some examples. Number 1, I got up early, but John got up even earlier. And number 2, I knew I didn't have much money, but I've got even less than I thought. So as you can see, both of these use even with comparison. Now let's move on to the last point, even though, even when, and even if. We use these words to join sentences. For example, even though she can't drive, she has bought a car. And I'll probably see you tomorrow. We're sure to see each other before the weekend. Okay, so as you can see in both of these sentences, we use even though, even when, and even if to join sentences. So here you have your completed mind map for even. You can come back to these at any time for your own reference. So go ahead and click here now to find our outline. Here's the outline for even. So this has an example situation, further explanations, and more examples of sentences where you can use even in English grammar. Read through this outline and then you can see if you're ready to take the test, to test your knowledge on how to use even correctly. In the next video, we're going to take the test together. So thank you very much for joining me in this video where we learned about even in English grammar. We looked at the mind map and the outline. So I'll see you again in our next video. Thank you and goodbye.